The idea originally came from a thought look idea that was proposed by one of our teachers, looking at how do we use our time in our building, and is there a better way to maybe help meet the needs of our kids, and really kind of thinking along the ideas of maybe some recess even for our high school students, or when do we give kids an opportunity to kind of decompress during the day? Is there opportunities for them to have time to think about their learning? And so based on that idea, a team was put together to explore a variety of different options.
When the group of us started meeting together in March, one of the problems that we discussed a lot was the idea of time and how students and faculty often don't have enough time during the school day to meet with each other to either do remediation or to maybe make up assessments or labs, and students sometimes can't come in before or after school as well. So the idea we came up with was to use flex time, which is basically almost like a study hall in that teachers and students can get together and meet to do remediation or to make up those tests or to find time in the day that they couldn't previously find. So that was our idea in creating the flex time.
The concept came from this this idea between teachers, staff, and even students and parents about this lack of time. There's not enough time to finish, for example, in science class, to finish labs. There's not enough passing time, not enough lunch time. If other classes are working on bigger assignments or bigger projects, there's not been enough time to complete that. So that's kind of where the whole idea of this new pilot schedule with this flex schedule came into play, just not enough time.
Our new pilot schedule is looking at longer passing time, one more extra minute. We're adding this opportunity for a flex one time a week where teachers are going to offer opportunities and students can select into those, or teachers can select students into those. We're also looking at a longer lunch period. Students are saying that it's hard to get through the lunch line and eat lunch in the allotted time. So our lunch time is also being extended with this new pilot schedule.
There is going to be a series of student and faculty surveys that come out both during the pilot and after the pilot. And the test scheduling group will go over that data that's received and kind of analyze what in the pilot worked well, what didn't work well, and how we can move forward. And we don't expect anything to be implemented for the next couple of years. This pilot is really just to see what works and what our next steps are, because this is obviously a really huge change and we need to collect some data before we make that big decision.
And so I'm really looking forward to those longer class periods, which will give me a time to allow my students maybe to work on a bigger project or do some more small group work that I couldn't necessarily do during that regular 50-minute time period.
The way students learn is different, and kids experience school a little bit differently than when I was there and from previous generations. And so we really want to try to meet the needs of our kids. And throughout this entire process, we've included student voices in it. And some have really said, I need that time in my day to go and seek help, or just to be able to dive in a little bit more into some of the work that I'm doing. And so really wanting to meet the needs of our kids and make sure that we're providing them all the resources that they need in order to be successful.
To me, the most interesting part of this new pilot schedule is that flex opportunity, because you're able to once a week offer opportunities for students to either get help, to get enrichment, to relax, to work on their mental health, whatever it might be. I hope that we can offer a good experience for that, and that it's something that our students and our staff and our community buy into.
It is a really large adjustment, but it's not going to last for very long, so I don't think it's too scary, although it is a little nerve-wracking at some times.
I think it's going to give us a greater opportunity to enable our students to be successful, and that's really what it's all about.